Thanks for tuning in to Not Very Radio. I'm Kyle. I will be your host once again today as we listen to Frost Children's new album titled Sister. Big fan of this band. Similar to Maruja, I listened to the singles, but I wasn't really paying that much attention when I listened to them because I didn't really want to get super spoiled. So it's just kind of like, you know, it's get like a mindscape of it, or like a mindset. Mindscape didn't make any sense. We're starting off here first with Position Famous. Let's hope these lyrics are on Apple Music so I don't have to pull them up, but let's see. Oh. I was not expecting that key thing. Bouncing everywhere. Also, this is way too loud. I'm waiting for this drop at this point, man. We're building. Are we getting a drop? Or are we just gonna keep building up? Adding different layers in there. Okay. Alright, that was Position Famous. A really great opener. I do think that opening part maybe lasted a little long. I liked a lot of the layers they were adding in. But I think the vocals kind of keeping that kind of same melody or like rhythm. Just got a little old after a while, especially because some of those layers were a bit more subtler, so it wasn't feeling as like new each repeat over and over again. I think that was a really great way to open the album. So let's just move on to song number 2 now. That song is called Falling. So let's move on to song number 2 now. Yeah, Falling. Yeah, this one's fun. I'm grooving with this one. Nothing super crazy in my opinion, but that synth sounds really nice. That was nice. I liked that a lot. That's a neat way to end the song. We're just fading out from that? Cool. Okay. I'm not having much to say as of right now. Outside of just, I'm enjoying this quite a bit. You know, I love their sound. I love their uses of different samples and synths and whatnot. I think they do a great job doing that, and really, especially on this album right now, just sounding loud and blaring. So I'm excited to see what we kind of get as we go further down. Let's listen to this fade out and move on to track number 3, Electric. Dude, they are electrocuting me right now, man. That's cool. I will say I like that they changed up and did kind of moved away from those just more shouty punk vocals. I'm hoping that we kind of get more variety with the vocals in the coming songs, such as this one, because I mean I liked that singing part a lot. I love little woo kind of synths like that. Like if a song is called Electric or something around the word electric, I love hearing them zappy synths that sound like they're trying to electrocute you through your headphones. They're really fun. I thought that one was a ton of fun. And yeah, I'm excited to kind of hear the album flesh out more now. Let's listen to song 4, Control. I think I heard this one. I think this was a single, but couldn't tell you. So I love that little electric piano thing that they got going. They've done that a few times with some of the songs. Yeah, this sounds great so far. These past 2 songs I think have really put to rest a lot of my concerns for this album. These are some cool sounds, man. An excellent song by Frost Children there. That one was Control. Yeah, I think that one was definitely the one that hooked me the most so far. Yeah, a great song by Frost Children there. I just loved the sound palette. Some great, EDM kind of style instrumentals there. We're going to be moving on to Bound to You now. It's kind of weird, man. Those little, like, what are they? Is that a bell or like a? I can't tell if it's a bell or a string, which is a weird thing to not be able to tell the difference between. It's two very different sounds. Yeah, I'm not feeling this one as much personally. It's good. It's fine. Just not as much stuff catching my ears right now, and a pretty standard drop. It feels like. Yeah, that song was Bound to You, and I thought it was fine. I liked that end part where that drop was a bit more fleshed out with some little pieces of ear candy thrown around from here to here, but I still don't think it made it that interesting for me to really come back to super often unless I'm going through the album. You know, and I'll you know, as I say, I'll be giving this album a re-listen, a couple re-listens, and maybe it'll grow on me, maybe it won't, I don't know. I like the quieter, like, weird part with, like, again, I couldn't tell if it was, like, a really distorted string or, like, bell or something, but it came off, like, very oddball, but I don't think it snapped to the drop super well. I just don't think the drop was that interesting. So that one is probably my least favorite of the album so far. Let's go listen to number 6 here. That is What Is Forever For. Ever, right? Ever. Dude, the synths, there's one other time on this album as well, one or two, but this one's a great example of, like, a really harsh synth that just sounds kind of beautiful, and I don't know how they do it, but it sounds beautiful and harsh at the same time. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier, like, this vocal melody, it's really catchy. That one was, I think, my favorite out of all of them so far. That one was really fun. Again, I like the ones that are loud, but also just, like, sounding, like, pretty and, like, happy and upbeat. Like, that one's, like, I don't, like, it ended and it's very harsh, but, like, I want to be like, that sounded sweet. That sounded sweet. That sounded nice. But, like, that was great. Yeah, really loud, blaring production on that, but it came off really well. Loved the vocal melody, as I said earlier in the song. Loved that little synth melody thing. Awesome. Track number 7 is the title track, Sister. Okay, well, don't know what's going on now. Thought we were going industrial for a second. Oh, hold on. Close your eyes, wish, wish. There's only 3 wishes in the lyrics, but he said wish 4 times. I was wondering if we were going to kind of get the more of the EDM in this song, or if it was just going to be more of a ballad. That was a really sweet song. Yeah, the first half I really liked a lot. The second half, I don't think that maybe stuck the landing as much. We'll move on to number 8, Dirty Girl. Really, like, rock and drums there. Whoa, that's fun. Maybe I'm just not a big EDM guy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a loser. Maybe I just don't like the way he says dirty girl. I don't know. That one was pretty decent. I think the drop was my least favorite part, and I wonder if that's... I know that was the same thing for the last song too, Sister, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not an appreciator of fine drops, or I don't know, maybe this don't feel as interesting versus something a bit more, like, fleshed out and weird. Like that the part where he was singing about taking a bus to a train to go off the rail to graduate from Yale. There was like the drums, boom, kaboom, like it's just a much more interesting drum beat than straight 4/4. Number 9, Radio, featuring Kim Petras. I don't know much about Kim Petras, but I think she's bringing a good bit to this song. That was cool. Yeah, the filter and bringing it back. I like that. I love that synth in the back. I don't know. Give me something to hook on to. There we go. I'm just not patient. Yeah, That was a great one, I think. I think that one was really solid. Sounded fantastic. I think I think Kim Petras did a great job there. I think she added a lot and kind of helped make this song stand out among the rest of them so far. That drop at the end was really fun, especially once that little, like, I'm doing this with my hand. This is the synth going wow wow wow. That's what that means, in case you're wondering. Moving on to song 10. And song 10 is called Don't Make Me Cry. Okay, I beat the video game, the credits are rolling. I'm picking up on it. The piano, that kind of is getting louder on the sides. That sounds really nice. I like the production on this one a lot. I think it's doing a lot. It's doing a whole bunch. It's awesome. Written by Porter Robinson. Well, he's one of the writers, not the only one. Just thought I'd point that out. I thought it was pretty solid. I think in terms of like, maybe not structure, just like the song itself, it wasn't anything super mind-blowing in terms of like hookiness. But production-wise, I felt like it was the one where like I could just like close my eyes and just like hear all the sounds moving around really well. I think the production on this one was absolutely fantastic. I know I've been saying some of the drops have been a little straightforward in the past. I kind of wish the drop on this one was a bit more straightforward. Like when we got all the crazy drums to get into the drop and all that, it kind of just came too much out of nowhere. And especially for like a song that kind of felt like it held more like weight to it. I think just kind of going in with like this more like you can bring just the 4/4 in because there's that emotion there. I don't think you needed to get into all that stuttering crazy stuff. I liked the way it sounded. I think we could have put it on maybe a different, like, you know, just switch it out, just switch them around, flip them around. What do I know? I'm not a music producer. Number 11, Ralph Lauren by Frosty Children and Baby Morocco. Let's go, Baby Morocco. This is pretty fun so far. Sounding silly, man. Just aggressively silly. That's how you know. Clap. Oh, I thought we were hitting the drop there. Again, I'm baited. I'm an idiot. That's fine. This song is so silly. This one's fun. Yeah. You know, I was very much like a give or take when it came to Baby Morocco here. I was like, it's either gonna be or it's gonna be really fun. It was really fun. I think that was I liked. I think it had the less like anticipated structure. Like we had like the drop in the middle, and then we went off for like towards afterwards for Baby Morocco to then rap, and then kind of brought it back. It was cool. I think it really helped. I kind of wish it was higher almost to kind of break up some of the other songs. But yeah, that's one of my favorites for sure. That one's called Blue Eyes. I love that pitched vocal sample thing. Yeah, I know I just said about the Ralph Lauren one with Baby Morocco, but that's also, I think, one of my favorites. I think this back half I might be enjoying more. And I think part of it, too, at least with this song, I think I like the ones that feel like they have a bit more sentiment and like heart in them. And I think it's just because those are the ones that I think have just like hookier melodies for like the vocals at least. I also really liked the drop at the end with the I like it when songs do that, when they're all like and like they bring in a sample and then they're like and then they bring in another sample, and then they're like, and then they like bring in another sample, and then it's like, you know. Track 13, For Me.
Now, baby, can you hear me now? I never told you I gotta write it down. I'm kind of all that I wanted to be was given effortlessly. Why do will you be there for me?
I'm not sure. I liked how it sounded, but I think I kept waiting for a drop, and then it never came. I think sonically it was fine. I'm not sure how it fits with the rest of the album. Again, of course, I like the sentiment, like I've been saying. I think a lot of these songs have a bit more of a sweeter kind of, you know, gesture to it than I thought they would have. I thought it would have been more like just fun EDM, but this was really nice. Anyway, we're gonna finish off the album. One song left. Yep, that's To Love, track 14. Let's get right into this. The song is 5 minutes and 38 seconds, the longest one by far. Who's that singing? Is that Lulu? Alright. That was To Love by Frost Children. I thought that song was pretty decent. That's what I gotta say about it. I thought that was pretty solid. Wasn't as crazy as I thought it was gonna be with being such a long song, but yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I think this one really kind of has its own vibe and sound. It's something that I appreciate that Frost Children has been doing. Between like this and Hearth Room, Speed Run, and Spiral, I feel like they kind of went from this like very, you know, crazy whacked out hyper pop to, you know, Speed Run, which is a bit more focused, and then Hearth Room, which was just really like a more like rock kind of record. And now this one is much more EDM focused. You know, so I think ultimately, love or hate whatever album comes in, I think it's going to add to what is already a very unique discography that they have. I'm feeling probably a 6 on this album, potentially a 7. You'll see it on my board. That's where I edit things and put things on there when I do it. Quite enjoyed it. Some of my favorites being Blue Eyes, Ralph Lauren, Radio. Which one was it? Electric and Control. I both liked a lot. Yeah, so that's all. Love you, mean it. See you, bye.